are my friends. Come along with me, see how the story ends.
This episode is brought to you by testkitplus.com. We all know how important it is to prioritize your health and well-being, especially when it comes to recreational activities. That's why we want to tell you about our buddies over there. They can be your go-to resource for high-quality, easy-to-use recreational test kits. Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, attending a music festival, or just having a good time with your friends, it's really important to make sure you know what you're putting into your body. So head on over to testkitplus.com/professional hippies. That way you can be sure you're safe and you have the peace of mind of what you're putting in your body. They have test kits designed to detect a wide range of substances, providing accurate and reliable results in the comfort of your own home. Knowledge is power, so don't leave anything to chance. Again, that's testkitplus.com/professional hippies. Welcome back to another episode of Professional Hippies. We missed you guys. It feels so good to be in flow. I got to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
The rhythm, the cadence, it's almost like
with the white van.
When you decide to recommit to yoga. It's a good couple week stretch of dedicated hard work. And that's where we're at right now. Week 2 of being back on the ball. Welcome back to the Professional Hippies. We're the hippies, sometimes professionals. Hey, this episode, we have a couple of speakers we're trying to tie down for dates coming up. If you're interested in the business or the support of psychedelics, those are going to be the guests. Folks that I think you'll be very excited to hear from that have done much more accomplished, let's say, in the space of psychedelics than either of your humble hosts could ever hope to be. So today, we're going to be kind of going over, we have a trip coming up.
It's a small one.
Some might say a pilgrimage.
Some may say, closely related to the 49er. I don't know. Going out west.
So we're going to be breaking down our prep for Burning Man. There's been some wild stuff happening in the world lately too. So we'd like to give you our unsupported claims without fact checking of why the world is seemingly burning down and healing all at the same time. So strap in, strap on, whatever your preference is. Sit back and take it. So, Burning Man. Dude, how excited are you?
I'm pretty damn excited. There's a lot. It's all this PTSD coming back of how much it takes going into this, but getting everything ready. Thank God you and Tyler have kind of done a lot of the heavy work on the logistics of things. But now I'm trying to get all my stuff in order and prepped, and you've got all these Amazon boxes showing up now.
I wish I could turn around the camera right now. We have so much stuff over here. The whole corner of the office in the living room has turned into just like a fulfillment center for UPS. In the garage. I sent a video to Austin.
Where are we going to put all this? Where are you going to put all this stuff? I guess just in nooks and crannies in the RV.
Here's the beautiful part. So I know you didn't turn on notifications for the group because we're having this conversation. So you had fucking one job last week, dude. There was one line item on the docket of to do.
Why are you
so you went into the group, you liked a couple messages, and you dipped out.
I did turn it on. I did, because I have 25 missing notifications.
There it is. So the plan is to get a pull-behind trailer from U-Haul. And here's the funny part. When I called
Austin, all the way up there? Or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I call U-Haul, and one guy was like super helpful as far as attempting to help me book the reservation, but he was like, I need to know the rating of the hitch. And I'm like, okay, how do I figure that out? And he's like, there's a sticker on the hitch. Like, you just go check it out. Had a cancellation at work. I'm like, cool. I got a hour block right now. Fighting traffic out there. Get to the RV. The sticker, by the way, says refer to the owner's manual.
Oh, perfect.
So I just look it up online when I got back home, what the rating for the hitch was. And so we're good. Long story short, I had to call U-Haul. I had to call the regional office because we're renting it for 2 weeks. And they were like, yeah, we can't. Like, you can confirm it. You can give us your money. We're not going to charge it yet. someone from regional has to send down like the okay. So someone from the regional office called me and they're like, hey, we see you requested a 5x10. These are the dates, right? I was like, yeah. She goes, well, we don't have one. I was like, fuck. In the middle of saying fuck, she was like, how about a 6x12? I was like, well, what's the difference in cost? She's like, we'll just upgrade you for free. I was like, do people say no to this? And she's like, not usually. I'm like, yeah, okay.
We don't have a 5x12. That reminds me when we went to Asheville. I had gotten a little SUV for 4 of us to go, and they were like, hey, we don't have that. I was like, what? And they were like, but we have this 2500 2022 Dodge Ram if you like to take that. Yeah, I'll take that.
You mean to tell me?
You mean to tell me? Or when we all went backpacking and they were trying to give me shit that they ran out, and I was like, just want to let you know that's not an option. Like you don't have
did they try to put us in a Camry?
They try to put us in a shitty Camry, and I go, hey, look, you're downgrading. We're downgrading. We don't. That's not the direction we go. I just want to let you know.
You look at that, man. None of the other men. You look at the smallest one with the biggest pack. Okay.
Yeah. That all those idiots right there and their stupid idiot packs have to go in that thing I'm driving.
My shit can go on my lap. That shit, that needs a trunk. Okay?
That needs a trunk, man. They were like, the guy looked at it like, oh shit. He was like, how about an Audi? I was like, as long as it get fit, man, it's your car that's going to get damaged, not mine.
So I quickly said yes. And then this morning I started thinking about it and I was like, dude, the RV's 30 feet long. The trailer's going to be 12 feet long.
That's a long.
With the tongue of it. Dude, that's going to be 43, 44 feet long.
That's nice.
So I was like, well, not my problem until we get to Reno. Then it's my problem, which is fine. You know, we can short leg it.
Road straight out there. Anyways.
Do you think can a Tacoma pull that?
Yeah, I would say so. A Tacoma.
Yeah.
Sure. As long as it's not super weighted down.
Right.
I think it would be fine.
Right. I mean, the most of the stuff we're putting in there is what, bicycles and
boxes,
cooler, some gas, something like that.
That should be fine.
Yeah. You think Minnie's gonna be cool with it?
She's gonna let us know. I'll tell you that.
Should we letting Kel know?
The only one I'm worried about is going up those big mountainous hills.
Yeah.
Out there because it was struggling anyways trying to get up there. So. But the engine and everything is in a lot better shape than it was then.
Yeah.
Getting up over us.
Well, I mean, most of the stuff that was going to be, it's not going to be too bad. Because I felt like when we were going out there, we had a bunch of shit in it already. So maybe we just get more shit in Reno to distribute it between the view. This is the fun part about planning the logistics.
We'll
you don't know.
The truck too.
Right.
So we'll be able to diverse everything.
But when I tell you, man, I keep sending messages to Austin and T-Max. I'm like, hey, these are things you probably want to get. And I had a call with T-Max the other day. He was like, okay. I'm like, dude, I hope as I'm going through this list, you're writing this stuff down. Because what you're going to see from me is like 2 different sides. Right now, it's all dads. Everyone got their passports, luggage. You got your water bottle, extra pair of shoes, flip-flops for the beach. The moment that beach chair comes out when we land on the playa, dad mode's gone. The only thing you'll hear out of me is when we are leaving the campsite and I say food, water, extracurriculars.
Yeah.
Okay. That is the only announcement I'm good for because I just don't want anybody taking my shit when we're out there.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be very interesting to see, like, especially T-Max. Is that what you're saying? Calling him?
Yeah, Taylor.
T-Max, and Austin. We finally get out. I had to explain that to Tyler too because he's overthinking everything. I'm like, hey man, it's just you're overthinking. It's a good time to overthink, but like once you get out there, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
there are ways to survive this. And then, like, if you forgot to bring it, someone out here's got it. You just got to find them.
Go. Yeah. That was the wild part about last year. We were rendezvousing with a friend we made on the playa, super cool dude. And it was one of those, I love being at Burning Man because when you meet somebody or whatever, like there's a cell phone isn't a part of the equation. You're like right back in like the 70s or something,
Meet at the corner of the cube and the triangle thing.
I'm going to be there at that time. I expect you to be there. I'm going to hang out 15 minutes. You don't show up, I'm out. And so we told him we were going to be at his camp at a certain time. For whatever reason, we did not get there at that time. We were getting there like 20, 30 minutes later. This dude had a chair sitting by the road in front of his camp. Pulled up, and dude, he had this scolding look. I felt like a kid coming home after the street light was on. And I'm like, V, you waited. He was like, what happened to fucking 10 o'clock?
You told me to be here the whole time.
I'm like, don't worry about it. We're gonna have a great night. Come on. Oh, but the point of that, one of our friends lost her jacket on the way to him, and you know how it gets chilly.
Yeah.
So she just had, her cute, tight little onesie spandex shit, but not her I'm gonna stay warm all night shit. So they double back, go the whole route back to the RV to come back and meet us. Couldn't find the jacket. And then later on that night, we were in one of the art things, and some chick that she was talking to was like, you look cold. Do you need a jacket? And she was like, I would love a jacket. She was like, I have a spare jacket. Here, just take this one. And it was a big, beautiful white, like real fur jacket.
Just start to rolling around. Thank you so much. The fly up.
I always wanted a tan jacket.
I always wanted a tan. We need to get a playa dust on here.
It's so true, though. The playa provides really only if you don't ask for it, though. If you need something, you're like, I fucked up and I should have brought this. People are like, self-reliance.
Because usually if in that scenario, it's something that everybody remembers to bring because it's an important thing to have.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, you probably should have remembered that one.
Yeah. Did you, have you gotten your tickets yet?
Not in the mail. No.
Okay.
No, nothing's in the mail yet. I still need to go to start looking up outfits, Goodwill, a couple outfitter places. Go look for something.
Yeah, I haven't done. I've sunk so much money into other stuff. I was like, you know what? I got clothes. I can wear clothes.
Yeah, I can make something work, especially what I got. I'll make something work out of it. Yeah. But I do want to go get a couple new things. My favorite part's going to those like little outfitter stores where they usually they just have a collection of random shit. And I'm like, I'm going to a festival. I need you to dress me. And they're like, oh, thank God, we got to get rid of this stuff. Here you go.
Yeah. I am, because there was also that outfit going in there on the side of the road. I forget what little town that is. They always have really cool hippie stuff.
I remember that. Yeah, like, hey, last stop, get some cool outfits on the way in.
Dude, I'm even thinking
I want to get that big fur coat though, or something to stay warm. This is a long one. It goes down to the ankles.
Dude, when's the last time you've seen an RV with a U-Haul trailer on the back? Do you think that's going to, how are we going to get gas?
I've seen a lot of people like that. You see a lot of time it's usually a matching one on the back, but not specifically a U-Haul. Okay. But I've seen them.
I'm just thinking, man, that's got me nervous.
What do you mean? How are you going to get gas? It just sticks out longer.
I get you just got to go for the end pump, right?
Yeah, you just do whatever you can to try to stay out of people's way.
Yeah,
I would assume,
because we've pulled in that whale into some gas stations, some little ghetto gases.
Remember the one we pulled in? I don't even remember where we were. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and because we were such high elevation, it kept bubbling back up. Dude, and it took a solid hour to fill that thing up. Just cuckoo.
The worst.
That was awful.
The worst, dude. That covered in gas.
I'm like, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I just was like, cocoon.
That's like trying to go a mile and your car will only start, lurch, and stall.
Oh, shout out to your brother for getting this up there for us.
Yeah,
that's gonna be nice.
Hey, you're the insurance guy. Do you know? Can I increase the insurance on the RV for 1 month?
You could do whatever you want. Insurance will they'll take your money for whatever you need.
Can you upgrade it and downgrade it?
You could just be like, I mean, don't tell them maybe you're going to do that. Just be like, hey, I want to upgrade it. And then after a month, no, because they usually do insurance at 3 or 6 months at a time.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
So they'll probably have you do it, and then you can just downgrade it afterwards.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which might be good, because if you do go out since we are going out to Burning Man, and then you come all the way back, and a couple of months later, something's off.
Yeah.
From the playa dust eating it up, you can use that. So you got a few months of like that insurance to help out.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Well, yeah, that's going on the to-do list. I just thought of that.
I'm glad you got the extra batteries too. I don't know. Something in my heart just says like everything we've had to worry about, thank God those have been fine. But now I don't have as much to worry about, and now it's the batteries. I'm like, hey, my brother said that's a problem. That could turn into a problem.
Yeah. And the lady at the AutoZone place was like, it's not warranted. I'm like, what are you talking about? I can tell you the time and the day I bought this. 2 years to the day. She's like,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Yeah. Looked it up. She's like, yeah, you got 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm exercising that right now.
Hey. Right there.
Watch me whip. You can't say nay nay, okay?
Battery. Bye.
Yeah, so we'll have new batteries, dude. I ordered some new parts. Man, it's all coming together.
Just Mini Winnie, it's just she's getting better and better every year, you know. She comes together.
With our tickets that came in the other day, I was reading the pamphlet, or last night, I was reading the little brochure that they send you. So turns out they sell blocks of ice out there as well. So,
blocks of ice. Interesting.
Yeah. The plan, I guess, is just to get the most expensive cooler I can get from Walmart. I asked Tyler, do you know what REI's return policy is like?
Yeah, within a year. 1 year. If it's electronics, it's within a few months or a couple months. But like a cooler and stuff could be within a year. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. We can work with that. We can work with a year.
Yeah. I love REI's return policy. It's nice.
Yeah, man. I think we have most of the stuff though. And the bar that we got is sick. Did you see the pictures of that?
I'll look.
I'm just curious.
I'll look at WhatsApp. Yeah.
So I was thinking about it because I was like, we need like a place to record the podcast and stuff, and the cassette recorder I got is fucking bullshit. So I had to request a refund on that. I guess the guy.
Good job, Austin. Appreciate all your help.
No, this was me. I think it came from Japan. And the guy was like very dishonored that it broke in shipping. So he just refunded me the full amount, shipping and all.
Oh, wow. Nice.
I'm like, cool. All right. So we have a slightly different one that's coming. We needed a place, and I was like, I don't want to spend all that time building a booth. So I looked it up on Facebook Marketplace. Dude, we got this badass bar. It's got an epoxy top, LEDs. It's got shelving on the inside and a fridge in the middle. So it's got all these power strips and shit. $150.
Dude, nice.
$150, dude.
And we got that flag coming in probably in the next couple of weeks. Probably in next couple of weeks, I think is what I did expedite shipping. It was only like $65. And they sent me a confirmation. They're like, this is what you got. Just want to make sure. All right, we're about to send it.
Yeah, so we can put a flagpole next to the bar if we want. Just
screw
that bitch into it.
Everything's coming together. Did you see those bolts I sent to you too? That
the
guy?
lag bolts?
Those lag bolts. You're going to have to pick those up at Lowe's.
Oh, no. Tyler already ordered some.
Oh, he ordered them. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I got to check how many are in there because we don't want anything getting ripped up by a dust devil, tornado, sandstorm. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that was the 35-pound package I picked up off the deck today.
Oh, perfect. I mean, every day, more and more. I love how everyone's got to sift through all their stuff too and figure it out.
I've got it in rough sections. I mean, I have a refrigerator box over here or something. The 4-foot tall box filled to the brim full of shit. And then the living room, I have 3 AC units, 2 generators, a canopy, 2 tents. I mean, air mattresses. And
could you test for me just to make sure that the Walmart seat I had bought still works fine? That would be horrible to get all the way out there. That thing's just done.
Test the seat?
Just open it up. Does it work? That's all.
Oh, you bought a seat?
My seat. Yeah, the one I bought.
I don't remember which one that was.
It's the one that kicks all the way back.
I don't think I've gotten that yet.
No, I bought it for the first Burning Man.
You're talking about your chair.
Chair, yes.
That definitely works. Yeah, we bust that boy out. Yeah, it get used. It gets used.
Cool.
For sure.
I'm going to bring a little portable chair too, like the one I take backpacking. So when we're out in the middle of the playa, just have it in my backpack. Boom, pop it out.
That's a smart idea. I bought 2 extra, what do they call them? Cushies. You know, the couch things or whatever.
Oh, I bought one too. That's coming to you. One of those.
Okay.
Things.
So someone's going to be odd man out on one of those things.
We can't give them all the tips and tricks. We got to let them suffer a little bit, you know?
Oh, for sure, dude. Well, but they're sleeping in tents.
They are sleeping in tents.
I mean, yeah. Like, that's earning it, you know?
My favorite. I hope we're really going to see how good they know how to stake down a tent during the storm. Yeah, just Austin. Yeah, I know how to stake down a tent. Don't you worry about it. Just as good as you know how to light a firework, I'm sure.
Oh, shit. Dude, I just remember trying to pound those rebar stakes into the ground the first year. We're like, this is fucked up. Are we doing this right?
This sucks.
This is bending the rebar.
That ground is something else out there. It's crazy to think too. I forgot the family. Remember that famous family that was trying to get out west, and they ended up having to do cannibalism and all that while they were going out. The Dahmer, not the Dahmer family, it was some other family. There's a famous pilgrimage family, and they ended up going a separate trail, and that trail goes right below the desert. Getting by, and it talks about in their stories and diaries of like how horrible it was going across all that to get there. Yeah. So imagine going through like you have the rest of your family, you have your what are they called, their wagons, and you have to go across the Black Rock Desert with no water in order to get to
that's
out west
rough.
somewhere.
Have you have you watched Yellowstone?
The first episode. I haven't gotten.
Didn't get into it.
They haven't. I mean, that's me getting into it. I just watched it not too long ago. Those are long episodes.
Yeah, man. If you enjoy it while you're watching it, they do prequel seasons. In my opinion, are better. Like the 1886 or something like that. That kind of tells the story of them getting out to Montana. And it's just straight up Oregon Trail type shit.
Thank you. Oregon Trail. That's what it was. And they ended up having to take a different trail. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Which apparently, if you're on one of the interstates, you can still see part of the Oregon Trail. Like it's carved into the mountainside, essentially, like some of the hills.
Cool. That's cool. We'll see it as I go by. I'll wave at it.
I don't honestly know I would have had the mental fortitude to do something like that.
You really had to have been like desperate to want some change, or you're like, our family's been so broke. Like, what do we have to lose at this point? You know, if we could get out there, we find some gold. We'll be doing pretty good.
Just so broke. You're like, we have 7 kids. It's okay if 3 or 4 of them die.
We've got the bandwidth to lose a couple here.
Can you imagine? You're just like, oh shit, Johnny died. Let's take a day and we're moving on.
We'll take a day, we'll rest up, bury his ass because he didn't listen to anybody. Let's keep on going.
Taking a poop, getting bit
and you're
on
not
the
knowing
butt.
anything that's going on. So you're like, all right, we'll just go. And then you get 3/4 of the way, and then someone's like, yeah, there's this whole area called the Sierra Nevada that you have to cross. And after that is the promised land. But this is going to be the worst part of your whole entire trip.
And it's not like the people that are blazing the trail, I mean, getting murked by Indians.
Murked by the Native Americans, Indians out there.
You're not rolling out there with, Glocks and M16s.
How did the Native Americans get guns? That's what everyone forgets. Like, they didn't just pop up with guns.
Yeah.
They just go going.
Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, how the Indians even lost. I mean, I know a lot of disease and stuff like that, but they were fucking people up.
Oh, yeah? Especially in those regions. Woo! Woo!
The terror. Imagine going up a river, like the Mississippi River. Some of them boys that
you
were
just
like,
seeing them start popping up.
Some of those howls, some of those screams, the
what if
screeches.
that was at Burning Man? We're just like, everyone's out there, and just one year they just decide to take it back. They start standing on all the ridges.
I hope I'm tripping really hard for that moment.
In the middle of it. They're like, look at all these techies. They took it. We're gonna take it back right now.
Supposedly this year is supposed to be a pretty light year as far as attendees because of the past 2 years. They still have tickets for sale right now.
I would assume so, just because, well, there's all that stuff that people have been saying about Burning Man over the past few years. Like, oh, it's not the same Burning Man, which is funny because the ones that are complaining are the ones that have changed it over the time. And now they're like, it's not the same. It's like, you're the one who's been going over the past 10 years. It would be you guys that would have changed it. And then all the new people that are finally able to get tickets because it was so hard before, like, hell yeah, we don't care.
Yeah.
Let's get out there. So
I mean, I get it. Don't turn it into like a music festival influencer pod, but the only thing I ever took issue with was people saying to have a authentic Burning Man experience, you had to camp in a tent. I'm like, hey, that's not.
Everyone, where was it that some people were like hating on the RVs? Like, hey man, look, if you can't afford it, just say it, dude. Like, it's not that bad. It's not that hard. It's okay. Like, it's
not way that more deep, bro.
You really want to be authentic? Get rid of your tent. Throw the sleeping bag outside. Like, man, that's authentic. All right, but you got the tent. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, it is whatever. Because I mean, the weather did fuck up some shit last year. And speaking of weather, did your house get flooded?
Thank God, no. A couple of neighbors got a little flooded around me, but thankfully not me. It was it came close though. It came close again. But they put pumps all around the neighborhood. So that big storm that came through, little Debbie, she became a little Big Debbie for a minute. Most of Florida, it was just a regular storm. No problem. We've grown up in Florida. You get these storms, it's a perfect time to party. But unfortunately, everyone along the water where it hit, you get those surges coming right up into it. And you'll have like Sarasota had water almost up to people's roofs down there. So, and they weren't even expecting it. We were at least expecting it in our area. So we all got water, but they put pumps all around the edge to keep the water, trying to keep it out. And so I think that helped kind of maintain a water level for not getting so high. And I did a prepping for my shed, so the shed only got like an inch of water in it. Nothing got wrecked, so it's just clockwork now.
I think it's almost that went kind of a little bit more over land because it's weird. Like the hurricanes that have come over the last like 5 years, it's almost like they're sucking and keeping the water out. Whereas this was just like slow moving, just
because they usually come in and then they usually come like go out and then just come in. So when they're coming straight in, they'll pull all that water out. Whereas this one just kind of ran up the coastline. Yeah,
we could have used some of that rain over here. That's for sure.
There's so much rain. The water is just soggy. And the weird part was the next day, it was flooded pretty much the whole day in the neighborhood. It took a while for it to get out of the neighborhood.
Where we're looking to buy a house is over in Seminole. That's our number one
good area
house right now. It's 5 minutes from the beach, something like that.
Seminole's a nice area. That's a good little area to buy a home in. Too.
The only thing I was like, I hope you don't move for at least a year. I'm like, fuck, dude, an hour drive to Brandon would suck ass.
You hit that Selma, it's not too bad.
It's an hour.
It's an hour.
It's an hour, dude.
Well, that's where the most affordable houses are for us. So that's where we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Be able to get a nice big home. Away from flooding.
Are you guys still? When are you thinking you want to do that?
We're gonna probably start looking towards the end of this year.
Cool. Sweet.
Perfect. Beginning of next year. That's the time frame right now.
Yeah. Awesome. right when rates drop and all that.
That's the goal. Knock on wood.
Yeah. Yeah. The last couple of houses we've been interested in. I mean, the market's still moving pretty good in Florida.
Market's still moving, but prices are starting to come down a little bit because everyone stopped buying because everyone was like, we're not buying at that price. That's way too high for that. I mean, the house right across the street from us is almost dropped 100,000. Everyone looked at that house and everyone was like, you're not getting that. They were trying to get like 400. They were literally trying to get 400,000 for a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house. I was like, you're not getting that for that.
I feel like your property values have probably gone up considerably.
Mine's gone up a lot. It's perfect, but it's also the property value is the property value for this. It's not the house for mine because it's almost on a 1/4 acre here and it's on a corner lot. It's the perfect like build a mega structure size out here on a corner lot too. So whoever buys this is going to build something big. So I'm just going to rent it out, hold it, call it a good time.
Yeah, that's the other thing we're looking at with this house. It'd be like the perfect Airbnb. It's got a pool, it's got a studio on the side of it.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. There's just figuring out the loan stuff, and then I got to figure out this house, and I hate fucking buying homes, dude. It's
it is a process, dude. What's worse, prepping for Burning Man or buying a home?
Buying a home, 1,000%. Yeah. At least with Burning Man, the payoff. You're like, oh, this is just gonna be pure fun. Buying that first house, I was like, this is amazing, and then you're like, wait, I need to improve some things. And
now I gotta start fixing it.
Yeah, you're not just like putting it together. It's like, oh, let me take off this drywall. What's that? Termites. Oh,
back up. Hey, y'all guys, sorry to disturb your party. If you can keep it right here, that'd be great.
And then the homeowner shit, dude. I've been doing hand-to-hand combat with wasps out here. I've killed no less than like 100 in the last week. I mean, maybe 70 if I'm being real.
I know where the wasps are. Like, I'll just tell them like, you could be at these places, you can't be right here. And me and the wasps have a little reputation with each other. Like,
2 cans of raid I've gone through, bro.
You stay in these areas, you'll find.
I'm like, there's so many other neighbors that are probably not checking their backyard. Just go over there.
Yeah, or the soffit. People aren't checking their soffits where they go up into it. Oof.
Yeah.
Or the vinyl fences. Oh, the worst.
Yeah, we're gonna replace our fence. I mean, dude, home ownership, it never ends. Put in all this beautiful grass. And then I had to nuke my grass yesterday because the dogs, their flea medication, they're on like this super strong flea medication. They're still getting itchy. And I looked it up. I'm like, there must be some kind of critters that are getting on them that are dying after a couple days. So if I put them in one part of the yard, they're fine. And they go to the other yard. I don't know. I just bought some stuff and we have such a rich soil now with all the sod I put down. Like these little bugs come up and they eat the dog poop faster and I can like shovel it out of the yard. So it's a really thriving little ecosystem in the soil back there. And I knew if this stuff is killing fleas and ticks, it's got to be murdering everything else too. But I was like, it is what it is. You know?
Gotta protect the yard.
All fair and love and keeping your dogs itchy.
That's right. Hey guys, live and let live.
Sorry, I mean
sorry guys, you gotta deal with it. I like my grass.
Yeah, dude, it seems like Tampa's doing a ton of development too. Did you see the projects that they're going to be doing in downtown Tampa?
Oh yeah, they're going to be developing they're trying to attract more people. They already know they've got attraction. They just need to build it so people can come. And it's funny that the people complain like there's so much development. Like this development's not for you. It's for the higher tax brackets to afford. Well, it's going to push us out, make more money. I don't know what else to tell you.
Because I'm looking and I'm like, there's still actually really good deals in Ybor by where my house was.
There's some for sure.
If you're willing to put some money into a house,
I always laugh when people complain about that. They're like, they're going to push us out. I can't afford it. I'd be like, you push someone out so you can live here. There's a whole nother group of people here before you. You know that? they're gone. It's your turn.
Yeah.
Make more money or get out.
Do you think you'll do a HELOC on your home for the next one?
What is that? I don't even remember that.
Home equity line of credit.
Is it? I don't know.
So like,
I don't know. I know I'm going to use a lot of the equity on my current one to roll over into the next one to pay for the down payment.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah,
I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, so you take the equity out, you pay a little bit more, but if you're renting it out, I mean that's just the way to do it. Just keep rolling it into the next property.
That's what I think. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do. That, like, this is the base. Leverage this in order to get the next better properties.
Yeah, because like even if the home we get, even if we get it at its current price, like I don't see it going up a ton for a while. But I mean, as long as Airbnb doesn't go away,
and you're not that far, out there in Seminole, you're not that far from the beach. People come out there vacation for sure.
Yeah,
we'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square feet, you can easily rent that for $300 a night.
Yeah, Tampa and St. Pete have definitely become the biggest development locations. Like Miami, of course, is Miami. You got to tear down basically to build up there. So that's what they're doing. Orlando is like people move to Orlando because that's where they think they should go, and then they get out. So then they go.
Wisely said.
Where should I go next? And everyone goes, Tampa, St. Pete. That's where I should be.
It's literally
going.
One or the other coast. Like I think Cocoa Beach has got to be blowing up too, because people move to Orlando thinking
that's
Florida,
where I should go.
This is where I should go, and then you're landlocked in the middle of Florida.
You realize that was a mistake pretty quickly.
Yeah, if you have money. Otherwise, you're going to end up somewhere between that scale.
You got the only place where it's good is over there in like the east part of Orlando. That's where all the nice money is. They got their nice community, so they don't have to leave the community to get what they need. Other than that, good luck living in Orlando.
Have you ever been to the Villages?
Oh yeah, I've driven through there before. You get to like Parrish.
Dude, that is one of the most bizarre communities I've ever seen. It's like the Truman Show.
That is the Truman Show for sure, and they love it. That's what they want.
How much nitrogen do you think those lawns soak up? I mean, every lawn bright green.
That's why I buy extra fertilizer when they're not supposed to fertilize for Florida. And I'm just waiting one day when I do fertilize, and they're like, and I go, hey, let's go look at your house. I'm sure how green is your yard? I promise you. You don't fertilize? You have someone that does it and they don't fertilize? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And it stays green all year? Okay.
Sure.
I'll believe you. Yeah, this some of the greenest lawns. That's what's causing the red tide. It ain't just the fertilizer either. Getting in the sewage system.
Yeah. I mean that's a big thing. That and also it's like, I don't know. I appreciate like a part of a really good lawn, but I like having other shit in the lawn. Bushes, trees, flowers, all that kind of stuff. That's
what I can't wait for on my next big property, is just to be able to being able to do that with the lawn. Like, I don't want to do it with this because obviously we're going to move away and it floods here every time. Yeah. There's not really any reason to do that here, but on the next property for sure. Looking forward to putting out some nice shrubbery, a little landscaping, enjoy the landscaping.
Well, come on, dude.
Come on, dude. You're already here.
It's just like, welcome back to the show, Jellybean. How you doing? Yeah, man. So that's kind of our thing. Like, we just have been wanting to be by the beach for a while. Like, Abby's been like, man, I'd really, really crave some beach time. And I'm like, when I lived by the beach in Panama City, it was awesome. So it's kind of a trade-off. We're looking up by you, and
the only trade-off here is like, you do have the beach here, but then you just have to deal with the snowbirds for 4 months out of the year. You're just like, all right, traffic gets shitty for 4 months.
That is true.
Every day.
That's true.
That's just a caveat to that.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, I think from Seminole downtown, like 25 minutes, something like that. Because we were looking at houses by you, but it's like, well, then you're still 20 minutes to downtown. So it's like, might as well. The nice thing is, the way St. Pete built out those interstates, though, you can move and fucking groove across St.
Yeah,
Pete.
you get through it. It just passed through real fast. Get on, get off pretty quickly around there. It's crazy when there's baseball games and they let out. It'll be within an hour. It's like crazy busy, and then everyone's gone within an hour.
Yeah,
of all that traffic.
When are they supposed to start building that new stadium?
I don't know. St. Pete baseball and the Rays. Like they'll come up with a plan and do everything, and then the owner's going to be like, "So who's going to pay me to do it?"
Yeah, true. So weird they didn't move that to Tampa. I understand why it didn't happen, but you would think. I mean, people bitch about how far away the games are, but when it comes to coughing up the money, they're like, we got the Lightning. We got the Bucks.
I like his position, though. He's like, all right, y'all complain enough. Fork it up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to stay right here where I need to be.
Yeah, there's something about the Miami team. One of the players for the Yankees is the salary that the entire Miami team is being paid.
Is that Judge?
Yeah.
Probably Judge.
Yeah. Is Judge like that good year in, year out?
Judge is awesome. Yeah. Whenever he plays here in Tampa, everyone goes to the game. Well, there's just tons of Yankees fans here in Tampa.
Yeah.
But everyone goes to the game to watch that.
Dude, I'm so excited for football again, man. If we're
excited for football.
Hopefully we'll be back.
Telling all my fantasy, I'm on like 6 fantasy teams. I'm just telling everyone, like, you can plan it. I'm just telling you, this time frame, I will not be doing it.
Oh, and your fantasy teams care enough to maybe move the date?
Maybe. I don't know. Last year,
4 years I've lobbied. 4 fucking years. I don't remember what we were doing before Burning Man, but we were doing something.
Yeah. Last year, the past several years have been like Burning Man or the backpacking trip. Burning Man, the backpacking trip, and they always do it right then. And I go, I don't know what to tell y'all. Y'all are the ones planning it in this time frame.
So hard on my draft because I have to auto draft, and then I'm like, cool, we got a kicker in the 3rd round.
We got a solid QB and we got a solid RB. Everybody else sucks. Perfect.
Awesome.
Well, I'm guessing probably what will happen is you will probably have them. I will have them fantasy drafts that Sunday when we come back, and we're gonna have to figure it out. Just either doing it in traffic or because that's what I did the first one coming back. I forgot. Do we have a KOA that Sunday night when we come back?
Because
my flight's not until Monday.
Oh, you're talking about this year?
Yeah, coming back. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, just make sure. I was like, oh shit, I forgot. Do I have a place to stay that night?
Yeah. I was thinking back to the first year. I was like, whoa, what did the first year look like? I mean, it was just a blur.
Yeah, that whole trip back was a blur. I do remember doing a draft on the way back.
You did both of our drafts. I just remember white knuckling the steering wheel. By the way, now the steering wheel is the steering's so much better. It only has like this much play. You remember the first year? It was like 2.5 inches of play.
It was like I was milking a cow, just going back and forth.
Yeah.
God forbid you hit a little pothole. Sorry, Betsy. My bad.
I was sending your brother videos under it because I was like, hey, man, some of this undercarriage looks a little wet. I don't think it's supposed to be doing that. So he walked me through how to check the differential fluid level, and one of the seals on the transmission is leaking a little bit, but it's kind of negligible type deal.
Just keep the fluid topped off, I guess.
He was like, you could change it, but it's good. He's like, if it's running fine, he's like, let's don't fuck with it. And I'm like, yeah, I mean,
that's good.
You got my seal of approval, dude. I will have every other spare part except for an engine block and a transmission. I mean, everything
whatever
else.
Tools Tyler needs to fix the problem.
I've told him too. I've hit him up so many times. I'm like, you just tell me what you need, it'll be there. If you want a fucking welder on the back of the RV, I'll attach it.
Yeah. I told Tyler he's the type of situation where you could legitimately run into one of the organizers to fix something. They realize he knows what he's doing, and they'll just offer him like $5-10K to come out next year and fix anything that have a problem with.
For
I'm
sure.
like, Tyler, that could legitimately happen to you.
Yeah,
There.
definitely, dude. I mean, the guy last year saved so many people. That was honestly a beautiful thing to see. This guy's running off a 1 hour sleep. First time to Burning Man, and his camp, I think, had, I don't know, 30, 40 people in it. And they brought a shipping container full of parts.
Wow.
A whole ass shipping container. And he was like, "What do you need, man?" And I told him, and he was like, "Yeah." Like, he was just delegating out stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, go with my parts guy, and they'll see if they have parts for you." So they just had a whole shelving system inside full of spare parts for like the most common generators, RVs, all that kind of stuff. And I tried, while they were looking up, trying to help my problem, I tried to go help another guy. And those really expensive RVs, like the 200,000-300,000 ones, I don't know what was going on with his, something with the electrical system.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to help get his slides in manually. I got one of them in manually. Granted, I've been up all night. I had no sleep. And the other one, I was like, under his bed, the bed lifts up, 1 foot sticking out, and I'm under there trying to crank this thing. And I was like, here's the deal, man. I've taken you as far as I can go. This is it.
Giving it all she's got, Captain.
I am mashing gas and hearing brain cells fry. I gotta go. I gotta go, dude. I'm sorry.
Where are you going? I don't know.
Home. Home. Generator doesn't work, but there's a bed in there, and I'll sleep.
Yeah, there's my bed in there. Tired of being under your bed. I'm trying to get to my bed.
They were so sweet, though. It is so nice when people try to help people out there, though, man.
Especially last year, that had to have been. So everyone just having their problems last year, whatever it was. Did you see the big, I forgot, I think Abby sent it, that big cube thing that's going to be out there? So there's going to be a big cube. I guess it looks like it's going to float during the day. Think of like, remember the big pyramid? But it's like a huge cube.
Huh.
So I think the pyramid's going to be out there, and there's going to be a cube out there.
We're just taking it back to geometry.
We're just going to take it back to geometry. Also, I know Dez is going to pop out of nowhere.
Dude, I'm so excited. Like, we're going to have...
can't wait to see the artist.
The real deal people. You know, this year it's like, it feels like it's kind of washed out the influencer crowd.
A little bit, yeah, because now after the past couple of years of torment, they're just like, all right, screw that. Like, it takes way too much work to go out there and get an Instagram picture.
Feels like, what are they called? Like the plagues. You know, the first year is just hotter than fuck. The second year, torrential downpours. This year, is there a plague where it's like abundant food and
hail? Calling it now.
All hail.
All hail. All hail to hail.
I can just see the boys in their tent. They're like, everything is fine. This is fine.
Can we come in self-reliant, boys? You figure it out.
Dance in the rain. Dance in the hail.
Dance in the rain. Just bounce around it. Go find an art car. You'll be fine.
Statistically speaking, though, there's no way this year isn't perfect, right?
It's gotta be perfect. Gotta be perfect. There's best 2 out of 3, right?
Come on. Dude, if it's best 2 out of 3, Burning Man won. I just want the one where if that's Burning Man winning, I want to lose. Let me lose.
I just want to lose one. Please.
Like, I don't know. If it's 2 out of 3, let me win one. I don't know how we're calculating score here. Just
it seems like we're definitely pretty close too for being a first year camp being established. It seems like we're in a pretty close spot being assigned.
We're kind of like right in the middle. I mean, because what they do is they assign it based on like entertainment value. So if you're on the Horseshoe, you got like a really legit camp setup, sound system.
That's why there's like pretty wild like entertainment stuff.
Yeah.
Like the skating rink a couple of years ago. That was wild.
And then they do the second tier. So they have like the Horseshoe Bend. And then there's another big kind of like main road in the middle. So they do the second tier, more established camps right there. And then we're on the next band where they have like the first year camps, or I forget like the other type of camps, entertainment camps as well. But I I keep revisiting the idea of getting some shitty speakers. The only thing that stops me is needing a computer to play the music.
Buy like $100 computer.
That's true. I mean, with money, anything's possible.
Or a USB. Why do you need a computer? Can't you just plug in a USB to a board?
Because then it's a more expensive DJ board thing. Then you're right back. It just should.
So you're trying to avoid the board, just a computer to hook up to?
No, I have a board. I have that board like for the bachelor party.
Yeah.
But if you want to avoid that board and get a CDJ, then like a CDJ mixer type of deal or an all-in-one board that reads a USB, money-wise, you're kind of right back and just get a shitty computer.
I wonder if you could reach out to the neighbor that reached out to you and be like, hey, man, I got this idea. Got this thing. You got any extra ones laying around from previous years?
Yeah, it's a good point. I have a call with him. I'm supposed to talk to him this weekend.
Be like, that's really the only thing. You be like, that's the only thing I'm really worried about. Is like, if you got ones that y'all
honestly,
leverage,
I'll be like, hey, dude, are you cool if I just put together a couple sets? I mean, like disgusting trap, hip hop.
Just go to their speakers. Yeah.
I'm like, you guys.
That's not bad.
You seem like peace, love, and happiness. Can I just make that gnarly twist at some point in the night where it just gets weird for like an hour?
Yeah.
I just kind of do that to your camp.
You'd probably be like, oh yeah, dude. We could also bring just our speaker, like our portable speakers, and sync them up if we charge them around camp.
Yeah. I mean, I have this big ass sub, and I could do the setup we did for Tennessee. Like that shit I'm willing to sacrifice. It's just the shitty computer.
I mean, that would work. We just get a shitty computer. So you just need a shitty computer to upload stuff to? I feel like there'd be plenty on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, I think it's mainly been the death of 1,000 cuts with money going out, where I'm like, I'm getting towards where I'm like, is it a priority? Because the other thing too is I like the idea of being able to play like a set or two while I'm out there. I don't want to be trapped behind the board. I get sucked in and then I'm locked there because I'm having fun.
But that's where you want to have fun. That's where you're at.
That's true.
Then people are stopping by and saying hey as you keep going, and then eventually get bored. And when you'll get bored is when everyone else has left and gone out to the playa, and you're there by yourself. And you're like, oh, I should probably shut this down.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I can't wait to see the artists that are playing out there. That's what I'm looking forward to, and what times they're at. We got to start figuring out when they start posting those.
I think next week is when we'll start.
When we start seeing them pop up.
Abby and I were talking about that last night. She brought it up. She was like, the first year she couldn't wait. She's like searching all the pages. This year she's like, we'll see who we're going to see. Like they'll announce it the week of.
Tate B is playing here the Friday in Tampa while we're at Burning Man, and I saw Subtronics is playing here that week also.
If Tate B wasn't on like his taking over the world tour, I could see him out there.
He just pops in.
Yeah, I could see Tate B showing up. I mean,
Tate B, you think?
I could see it.
That seems like someone that would pop up out there.
John Summit popped up when he was on his rise, kind of at the same level Tate B's at right now. When John Summit was kind of like on that upward trajectory. I'd fucking love to see Tate B. I mean,
Tate B would be awesome. I think Mocock is what his name is. Do you know who that is?
The house guy?
Yeah, that would be cool. I've wanted to see him. That would be an awesome show. And he usually hangs out with... Huh?
He would throw down.
He's usually with Diplo, too.
Yeah.
They've been around a lot. So I think if Diplo's there, he'll probably be out there.
Diplo's going to be there. I mean, come on. Diplo's everywhere.
Diplo
he rides that private jet right on in there. Right on out of there.
They're going to throw him out with speakers, and he's going to be paragliding down DJing. He'll do some crazy thing.
Not far off. Last year we saw him in a hot air balloon.
He was in the hot air balloon up there, yeah.
What the fuck is that about? I mean, the logistics of getting a hot air balloon in. They're like, do you want to play on a hot air balloon? He's like, yeah, I didn't put that one on the bucket list yet, but let's go and check it off.
Yeah. Carl Cox, of course, will have his big old stage out there.
Yeah, man, there's going to be, I don't know. There was a bunch of artists last year we listened to I'd never heard before, and I was like, these people are amazing.
Sure, Above and Beyond will be out there.
Good call. Flostradamus.
I remember at Above and Beyond a couple of years ago, they're going to be like, we're going to go back to our camp and we have 21 new songs we've never played. And someone's like, are we going to be here for another week? Because Above and Beyond songs just go forever. He's like, dang, they're playing for another week out here? What the hell?
I love it when artists do that. Y'all want to hear some new music? I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Just play it.
Just play it, dude. What they were like, we're gonna be at this camp, and they projected it out on the thing. It was like Black Crow Corner or something. We'll be here. We've got 18 or 20 new songs we'll be playing. Like, great. Hours of music.
With that new friend we made last year, he was like, I really want to see this person. We go to some camp. The camp's like, you got to go over there. We go there. And they're like, no, they're for sure over there. So we go there. And it was hard fucking techno. And I was like, dude, I love you, man. But like, my bones right now are not screaming hard German techno.
Monday? That would have been good. Thursday? I'm not feeling that one right now.
I'm like, dude, I'm the 10 man right now. Okay. I can hear my joints squeaking. This isn't. Techno ain't it. I need to feel good.
I would like to, it'll be nice, I think, to walk around some of the camps or bike around some of the camps just to see who does, like, because I feel like the first year when I was there, we missed like so many like performances in camps.
Yeah.
That were happening around the area.
And Sunday and Monday would be a great days to just scout everything. And then when we're support crew for Abby, like we'll literally see everything.
That's right. Because we literally are going around the whole pitch.
Want to get pretty fucked up during that race?
Yeah.
Dude, I got a big ass cooler for the bike too, by the way.
I feel like we should have bring the water packs and fill them up with something, and that's ours.
No, the cooler I got, I think holds 12 beers. Something like that.
Okay, yeah. We just do like we get 6 each going around. Time we get back. Give us 5 minutes. Keep going. We'll catch up. We just refill it real fast.
Keep shuffling.
Shuffling. We'll be right back. Fill it up and go back out. Dude,
if we see that that giant trampoline mattress WWE ring again, though, I just want you to know it's on site. I see that. It's on site.
You sure about that?
Dude,
I don't know, dude. I
will blow out one of your other MCLs.
That was detrimental for you pretty quickly. I don't know if you're looking forward to
it.
I would like to do the
I'm not doing that. I'll tell you right now, that is all you and Austin. The first year I had a lot of gumption. Last year, seeing someone's face get kicked in, I've seen when Austin gets put in a corner, and I'm like, I want you to fuck him up, but I could see Austin going squirrely upside down, then feet start pattering.
Those long feet just wow.
Yeah.
And then you get off, and I'm like, we're heading to the pillow fort. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean,
kick your ass.
I say that now, though. We get out there, Austin's gonna be talking so much shit. I'm gonna be like, I'll wait in this line for 2 hours to beat your ass. Like, sure.
I'm just gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna do it. How about let's just wait till Wednesday? And I just know that energy's depleted.
Yeah,
a little bit. Like
every time we went by that thing, though, it was like
full
packed.
Of people,
packed out.
It was cool being in there during the middle of a dust storm too. That was cool. Just the dust storms whipping everywhere. They're just going at it. No, you can't see outside anything. You could barely see the people across from you.
Well, on the
Thunderdome,
we were hanging out there, and we're like, all right, let's leave. And so we're like trying to get into the traffic, like all that main area or whatever. Yeah. I just overhear someone was like, hey, what happened to my shit? And the lady was like, did you put it in the basket? And she was like, that's the basket I put my shit in. And she was like,
no.
Are you sure? She's like, none of the other baskets have my shit in it. She was like, She was like, oh yeah, okay. So all of my shit's just gone. She's like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. People think of Burning Man as like peace, love, and happiness. That camp that does the Thunderdome, like just heavy metal, sin.
We are the opposite of that. You know how the yin and the yang? We're the yang, baby.
Dude. I have not gone by anybody that's a part of that camp, and there's not death metal blaring.
You know how there's like yin yang, and on each side there's like that little circle in the yin yang. That's the little circle on the opposite side. Is that Thunderdome?
That's actually a pretty good visualization. Yeah.
That thing is nuts.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to exploring a lot more this year. Just because the first year was like, oh, this is crazy, trying to soak it all in. And then now this year being like, all right, now I can focus on kind of where I want to go.
Yeah, I got to get a copy of our schedule from Burning Man. You know, I submitted all of these things, and I'm like, hey, I have a copy somewhere, but it'd probably be easier to just get it from you.
You just let me know what time.
What did I say our tenants were? Schedule, roles, responsibilities. I just a quick refresher.
Yeah, what are we? What's our campaign? Can you tell us? A week before.
That's so cute when that other camp reached out. He's like, hey, I'm the team lead, just want to coordinate. And I'm like,
dude, you were way more organized.
I'm like, dude, I can't even back in the U-Haul that we're bringing. So like,
you're like, sir, I am the team lead, but I don't know if I'm the team lead.
We like to call this a democracy. Okay.
We like to call
Yeah, dude. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. If anybody wants to donate to our GoFundMe, we'll set that up for sure.
Yeah, please buy some meals, buy some Hot Pockets, help us survive. That'd be great.
Hot Pocket.
Hot Pockets.
All right, cool. Well, hey, we love you guys, and tune in next couple of weeks. We're going to have a Burning Man at the end of the week. So if you have any requests, let us know from leaders in the industry. Sincerely, if there's leaders in the industry, we have some cool people that are down to hop on. And if you haven't done so already, give us a like, give us a follow, even a review. Feeling up to it helps the algorithm.
Tell us how much you love us, or don't.
Or don't. It's okay. Hey, we love you guys. See ya.
Peace.